Super Dave here with another review.
And here it is, just delivered, the Thundertank. You can see how big this box is, comes to about my waist here. So let's go ahead and open the first part of it. We're going to do the first part here in the kitchen before I go to the collector room. Looks like it's well protected from the blade. Don't have to worry about it cutting into the collector part of the box here on the outside. And as you see, here's the actual product packaging or shipper box that has those plastic corner pieces on it, and it says Super 7 over here on the side. And so we have another big box in the bigger box, so it's well protected. There is a ding right here on the side here. Don't know if that's affected anything, but they certainly did a good job. So now to go ahead and open part 2. Oh wow, so there's another box inside that box with some more of those plastic guards. Isn't that man, they did a great job packaging this and protecting it. And as you see, this third box also has Super 7 written on the side of it. So I'm assuming this will be the last layer. And as you see, there are some foam pieces to protect the corners of your collector box. And the box is perfectly protected and no scarring, no problems, absolutely no defects. The box is in superb condition. It's a very sturdy, very nice material far as cardboard. It's not no cheap cardboard. It's got a glossy, I mean, this is amazing, the texture here. I mean, that's like a poster right there, but really cool box. You know, as collectors, a lot of times love the box as part of the experience, and they didn't disappoint with the Thundertank. We're going to do the rest of this box opening in my actual action figure Super Dave man cave. All right. Super Dave here with another exciting Thundercats review. That's right, we're going to finally reveal the long anticipated Thundertank right here on Third Earth. You got Tigra and Lion-O and Chitara and Panthro ready to take a look at Panthro's great invention, awesome vehicle that they used more than any other in the episode. It just took a life on its own. It was just their home away from home when they were not, you know, in the cat's lair. So let's go ahead now and take a look at this awesome box. And we're first going to take a look at the Super 7 Ultimates Thundercats Thundertank box. And you see the logo there at the top right-hand corner. Ultimates down here in the left-hand corner. Adult collector ages 14 plus. There's Panthro and Chitara, and he's getting ready. Panthro's getting ready to tell us all about it. Let's first of all take a look at the top of this box. You can see a sneak peek of the cargo hold, which will have 4 seats. Accurate, authentic controls. The pop-up laser blaster. Even pop-up jaws and claws in the front. So cool. Going around over here on the side, it says that his eyes will glow in the dark. Even comes with some tools for Panthro. Those threads ready for attack. And it's the same on the other side. The pictures are the same on the other side. And then on the bottom, just the barcode and some legalese. But just so cool. We'll take a look at the back next. And the other side here shows us some features. Has swiveling turret. Working tank treads, opening cargo bay doors, 2 different windshields, Thundarium storage, seating for 6 Thundercats, front mount laser cannon, giant claws with hidden weapons, scaled to fit 7-inch Super 7 Ultimates figures. Let's now get ready to open and unbox this awesome, beautiful creation, made to order in a lot of senses, Thundertank. And here we are with the Thundertank box, and we're gonna take him out. We're gonna take this monster out of here, and I'll start off telling you what I told you earlier today when I took him out of the big boxes. This is a different caliber of cardboard. I mean, a collector, you see it's not even brown on the inside. It is a really nice, sturdy material and just amazing. So you can see already we're getting ready to reveal that there is a white foam casing on the inside of this collector box with some tape. So let me pull that out. We'll speed up the film and get going here. And now that we're able to take the box out of the way, I noticed something, and I believe you're going to be able to, because of the way this is folded, I believe you're going to be able to flatten this thing out. So that was extremely smart. And so you could have the choice of storing this box maybe under a bed or somewhere against the wall. So that's nice and not take up so much room. So now we're getting ready to cut the tape around it. As you see, we already have one of the windshields here. This is the translucent force field type windshield. I think this is the kind that they would, of course, be able to see through, but also go underwater with, possibly.
Made a small modification on the old tank last week that I forgot to tell you about.
Anything this kitty car can't do.
So that is really neat. As you can see there, windshield. So we'll set that to the side. See what else we got here. Oh wow. There is the Thundarium and one of the tools. Actually, it's Thundrillium. I'm pronouncing it wrong. But you have a container with some Thundrillium inside of it. Wow, that's neat. Those are kind of molded in. And then I forget what that's called. It's on the box. But anyway, it's a tool that they used in the show. And we'll take a closer look at these later on, of course. So let's just get cracking. All right, so we've broken the seal. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's an actual Thundercat logo on the front of this foam. It's imprinted in. Talking about a nice touch there. That's so cool. All right, so we're gonna open this up. Here it comes. Here it comes. And there it goes. Wow, look at there. That thing is massive. I mean, just look while it's sitting in that position. Let me grab the tape measure here. And from claw to the back of it, 25 inches. 25 inches long and 17 inches wide. So that is awesome. You can just see how massive it is there. So now the next step is, of course, taking it out of this last piece of foam cushion. Well, there's answers the question, will it fit on my set? It does, so that's good. That's good for me to know anyway. Whew, what a relief. I'm sweating it here. All right, getting ready to take this plastic off. All right, this is so exciting. Whew. This thing is awesome, and this thing's had me sweating just because of its pure awesomeness. And I'm going to have to take that camera off the tripod now and kind of bring you over here just so you can start seeing some things in great detail and just look at each aspect of it, because this is my first time opening it. I'm seeing it with you right here, and it is massive. I mean, again, just look at how big it is on my set, even in comparison to the trees back there. I mean, it is swallowing up everything, so it's really cool. But let's go ahead and take a look at it a little closer here. All right, so the way I've got it set up here now for us to take a look at it in this level is kind of on a rotating stand so that we can kind of look at the whole thing here together. So we're going to be taking a look at each section. Here you can see kind of like these molded in exhaust or maybe even turbo, you know, charging elements back here. This doesn't look like it opens, which I wish I remember. Let's see, I'm not sure. But I do remember Snarf hiding back in there, but it doesn't look like that's going to open there. All right, just taking a look at the outside first. Of course, we have real working tank wheels. You can see that they really work. They actually do turn. All of these individually turn, and it is a thick, really thick rubber, really nice thick rubber with treads. Really nice. Doesn't look like it's going to come off, but it is nice and it works. Then we're going to come right on back around here to this side. Yep, see, that comes up, that comes up, and that comes up. So you have that attack mode here, and these will also come down so that they can roll. And then you have your missiles up here, as you can see, or not missiles, laser cannons right here. And I'll bring you in a little closer here in just a moment. But not really sure what this section in here represents. I have to go back and look at the cartoon, but these teeth look really cool. There is a slight difference in color. In some of these, there's about 3 different colors of gray here, so there is a little bit of variation. It's not just all one big solid piece of gray plastic that was never painted, but the parts that are colored, they're not painted, they're actually the plastic mold. But that's a good thing, so it doesn't chip as much, but those will tuck right back in there and then come back down to ground level. It'll even go beyond ground level, so you can be able to prop himself up, I believe, and then the mouth closes back in place. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Okay, so there you have another laser cannon that is popping up right there in the very front, as you see. That is really cool. Awesome. Very neat. So just looking at the outside perimeter, you can see all the gears. Coming on in a little closer here, just look at the workings of all those gears, like it's molded in. No, they don't actually work back there. They're just plastic. But just look at like the shocks and all the mechanical looking aspects of it is just really stellar, really neat. That back up in there, just the formations and the accurate shapes that are on there from the cartoon, just really neat. So you can see up in there through the treads. And then there's that rubber tread I was mentioning. See, you can see the design there, the actual treads on there. Really cool. Spin it back around here again. And it's a little bright. It's a little bit bright in here. So let me see if I can tone down our lighting just so you can see. There we go. Some of the detail. Trying to get some brightness that's level here. But there you go, you can see the detail there. And these glow in the dark, which we'll look at that in a little bit as well. The eyes are supposed to glow in the dark, so we'll put that to the test here after we get through going over all of it. All right, I think we've seen the outside pretty well. Let me spin around here one more time to the back, just so you can see the details here with some of the lighting toned down. You can just see there, it looks almost like these would open, but they're not going to open. But these are just really nice. There's some detailed paint there. The little rivets or, you know, bolts are painted. I believe those may be painted as well, but like the exhaust, I guess, in a lot of senses there. But that's really cool. Just look at the detail there. And let me go ahead and show the bottom of it right quick here. So before we take you on the inside, this is the bottom of it. So you see that's where all the screws are. And there's even some shaping under there. There's also a wheel that actually turns here that kind of gives it its balance and pivot. And some smaller wheels up the front. And of course, that's so when you do lift these red arms, you still have something for it to roll on, but you can also roll those red arms. Those red arms are able to roll. So you see the claws underneath there coming. So there's just a lot of neat detail under here. It looks like they just went to a lot of trouble to really construct this very, very well. And so far, I'm very pleased. I think it's really nice. All right, now it's time to go on the inside. Check them out with some figures here soon as well. Such an awesome, intimidating looking vehicle here. And again, I do have it raised up on this turntable so that we can, get the full scope of it. But let's go ahead up here and see if we can't figure out some of the inner workings of this. All right, first of all, let's go ahead and open up the cockpit area. So I'm lifting up on the sides here, and it pops loose. And there you have the I guess you'd say kind of like the armored cover of the cockpit, the inner workings of the cockpit. You can see there's some gray here, and this is where this lifts up again. Moving on into the interior. Wow, look at there. Let me go ahead and turn this a little bit so we can start seeing it. Just check it out. Awesome. Look at there. Let's climb on in and take a seat. You can take a seat and then look around. There's He-Man coming to check it out. There's Snow Knight checking us out. Hey Bronx. He's coming out of his cave to see what's going on with the Thunder Tank. Look at the seat and the gear shift here, which that does not move. That does not move. These do not move, but they are flexible. So I think they're flexible so you can, work on getting their hands on there without breaking them. That does not move. The seats don't move. There's only one on this side. Where there's two on this side, there's only one on this side. The little gears on the inside of there. Over in here. So cool. All right, now let's go ahead for the next stage, and that is to open up this back end here. And of course, as you can tell, it meets to form the Thundercats logo right there. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see where we can get a hold of it. Let's have to, there you go, just kind of open the lip here. Oh wow, check this out. So neat. Good gracious. And there is some plastic here holding that piece in place. So let's go ahead and see what we need to do to free that. Okay, it comes straight up. Turn that and just kind of scrunch it up. There we go. It'll pull right out. Just a piece to keep it stable in shipping, which is nice. They really went to a lot of trouble to protect everything. And so yes, that goes down in there and can tuck in. Look at the controls back there. Isn't that awesome? Very detailed controls. Even in that section there. So cool. And back there as well. Look at there on the edges. Isn't that something? Look at the computers. The readouts. Gives you that 80s vibe for sure. That really nice Thundercats logo there. Just so neat. Same on this side. Look at that. So cool. All the way down. So nice. And there in the back where the seats are, those other seats. So neat. Got some details along the edges of those seats. Trying to see if these seats turn. They do swivel a little bit. These back ones don't. But these are going to swivel just slightly. Don't want to force it. Yeah, just a slight swivel there. And then again, this comes up. Did it go up any higher? I wasn't sure if that was all it would go up, so let me try that again. Yep. Okay, so it'll go up once. And then it'll go up a second time, like so, as you see. And then it will spin around. So you can see how it goes up not once, but twice. So that will send the laser cannons over this back part, so it's not shooting into the back of the heads of Panthro and Lion-O. But that is so cool. You can see now how that works. So yes, it'll click down once, then twice. Go down 2 clicks into its base, and you can kind of lean it in like so. All right, now it is time to try out some figures. So we're going to go ahead and close that. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and install this transparent force field. You can see that there are 4 pegs. You can see that there are 4 pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they will peg in to the top, just like so. And then go right over top of there. So that way you have your transparent force field over top. Then you can still see the action on the inside. I love that. That's awesome. But let's go ahead and put Panthro. Panthro definitely needs to drive it, right? Want Panthro to drive. So let's go ahead and see how he fits in here. Get his hands in place as well. So it actually works better if you go ahead and put not bend his knees. There we go, he'll go down in there. Let's go ahead and get his hands on the controls. Pop right on. With no problems. Get it in position here. And of course, Lion-O needs to be the co-pilot, right? Let's go ahead and put Lion-O up in there. Get his legs stretched, extended out there. And this particular Lion-O, I have both of them. This is the particular one that came from Mattel. This is Mattel's Lion-O. Actually may work better for this one to bend his knees, because has a little bit more clearance because he doesn't have but one handle on the side. Let's see if I'm right. I guess you kind of do it either way. Put his hand right there on that control. All right, now let's go ahead and put some of the figures back here in the back section. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put Lynxo back here in the very back. And then we're going to go ahead and put Bengali in the next seat in the very back here. And they fit very well in there. And let's go ahead and put Tigra right here in the front section of the back. And those of you who have Tigra, you know that his legs do not like to bend very well, but I think he'll go in there. Let's see. There we go. That looks convincing enough. And let's go ahead and put Palmyra in the other front seat beside Tigra here. She fits there well. Might have to maneuver her legs a little bit. And you do bend their knees, of course. All right, let's go ahead and bring this up. 1, 2 clicks. And we're going to put Chitara back here in the back. All right, bring in a little closer here, and you can see she has, of course, peg holes in the bottom of her feet, and she can peg in both feet into those holes because there's 2 pegs on that platform. That's nice. 2 pegs. And there we have it. Got the force field cover over the cockpit. Lion-O is in there manning the controls while Panthro drives. And there is Chitara operating the blaster. And there is our Pumaira and Tigra and Lynxo and Bengali all fitting in the back there. So awesome. So cool. And there you have it, folks. The Thundertank. Fully equipped with everybody except for Snarf. And hopefully we'll get him at the end of this year. And of course the Thunder Twins too. You know, the Thunder Kittens. But so cool. So awesome. Alright folks, to go over what the Thundertank comes with. He first of all comes with the armored closed-in cockpit area where they sit. And then of course the clear one that is installed there now. And then he also comes with a Samoflange or flange. Samoflange, which is a tool that Panthro would mention that he would use to work on the Thundertank. And they actually packed it in with the Thundertank. Isn't that so cool? So that is so neat. And a container of Thundrillium, which is very similar looking to the one that was in the cartoon. And there's a picture of it right there. So that is so cool. Not sure exactly where this would go. I'm trying to figure out if this is removable, this section, because if it is, you could sit it down in there. I guess, let's see. Guess you could kind of prop it in there like so. Yeah, you can store it in there. You can get it in there. And then also, one of the things I was going to mention to you that I didn't show you earlier is that these move. Those move. So let me go ahead and pop her off of there. And she goes real well on those pegs. You see those peg holes there. But I guess she could sit technically or even stand over here in this section if she wanted to. And then of course we need to shut this part like so. And then you can close them in and actually store, get them lined up there. You can actually store all of your Thundercats, or at least 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, and there's probably still room again, like I said, for Snarf and the Thunder Kittens to stand up in there. Of course, you could pose them up here with their surfers, sky sleds that they you know, so that'll be awesome. But doesn't it just look amazing? So neat. And yes, it rolls. I don't have really the room to, you know, roll it a lot here, but yes, it does roll. And again, these will raise up like so. And then you can pull them down and reveal those blasters. And then you can also raise up the front and just get it looking intimidating there. So cool. So awesome. Look at there. Wow. So neat. Another thing I want to try right quick. Let's see. And yes, oh yes, you can actually really get this guy to attack and climb and do whatever you want to do. See, it'll even go up underneath the Thundertank. Those arms will pull all the way out. So they'll go up and they'll go down. You can see now he's at an angle, and because that's a tank, yes, it would still maneuver and be able to work that way. So that is really cool. I mean, you're going to have all kinds of cool options. And here inside of Cat's Lair, we come into the area where Panthro is working on the Thundertank. And we see other Thundercats working hard as well to try and figure out what is going on. And we see Panthro down there working on it. So cool. Got plenty of help, it looks like. A lot of tools going on there. So neat. Here in the cat's lair. Now, one of the things that I would like to show you, go ahead and cut this off here. And we'll go ahead and switch off some of the other lights. And there we are. Under a black light, you can see just how awesome those lights there, those eyes glow. And even if we turn off the black light, you're going to be able to see them glowing for a brief moment there in the camera. Definitely shows up, and that is so cool. Let's charge them up a little bit more again here. Charge those lights up. And then put it out, and you can see them glowing. So you can see how that works there in the cat's lair as those those eyes glow. So cool. So now only thing that you can see really is the eyes of the Thunder Tank and the welder gun of Panthro going over there as he's working. Thank you so much for joining us today for this Super Dave review of the Thunder Tank. And it is just so awesome. And here we are in Cat's Lair with the Thundercats and the Thunder Tank. It is just phenomenal. And we are appreciative of you coming and being a part of this. Please like if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you've not done so. You don't want to just watch a review, you want to experience a review. We take you there, right? That's my philosophy, and I just have fun with it. Comment if you enjoy, if you have something to share, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time on another Super Dave review. Be blessed. Enjoy these photos in the photo gallery.